The folks at Hot Wheels actually made my car. Hi, my name is Stan Chen, and this is my 1986 Mercedes 190E.
Tell us about the body work and the amount of work that you guys had to do to get this thing all spiffy like this.
I got the car from a good friend of mine, Matt Crook, who's kind of started the project. It was pretty much just the body. The kit was semi-fitted, but not fully done. No engine. Interior was okay condition, but it was a project he was just kind of sitting on, and I wanted to add this to my stable because I have, as you've already featured before, my 1988 BMW E30 M3. So I wanted to have the DTM rivals. So Matt was kind enough to let go of the project, and I pretty much took over it. The kit is an actual Evo 1 kit that we purchased from Europe. The color is called Brewster Green. It was actually the color that Matt had selected, and I liked it a lot too. So I wanted to honor Matt with what his vision was from that part. So
yeah.
We kept the green. I thought it's a perfect color. Everything else though was kind of my vision with things.
What's a kit come with?
The kit's pretty much the flares, the bumper, the spoiler, the side skirts, the rear bumper sections, and the wing.
How much is that? Is that something that's super rare and hard to find?
Apparently it is hard to find. I talked to some people today at the show, and they're saying that you can't really get the kit that much anymore. Even, other manufacturers that may have produced them, they're few and far between now.
Oh, okay. What about wheels and tires?
So the wheels and tires. So obviously I'm running on Toyota tires. These are the Proxys R1Rs. I got 225, 40, 18 front, 255, 35, 18 rears. I've always been a fan of the R1Rs. It's cool, aggressive arrowhead tread design.
Yep.
The wheels, when my crazy 88 BMW was made, the wheels I worked with my good buddy John Sabal in designing it. So we kind of made that turbofan style wheel. So this time, I wanted to do another custom wheel. So him, Matt Crook as well, kind of put some feedback in there. We designed this wheel. I wanted to take cues from the Penta, this traditional Mercedes wheel, 5-spoke, kind of add some modern touches to it. So this is what we came up with. The guys at Rotiform were able to cut this out for me. Shout out to the Rotiform guys. They did say that they were only going to make this for me. So we'll see. Hopefully we don't see any of these on the road.
Yeah, it's just one off.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah.
Brian, you listening?
That's pretty badass.
But yeah, so the idea was it's for it to be a one-off. The brakes from Alcon, there is no kit for this car.
Right.
Really. So I wanted to put the biggest brakes possible. We worked with the Alcon team. They supplied us with the rotors and the calipers. So this is probably the size that you want. It's got large, I think 380 fronts and 355 rears. Pretty massive for what this car is.
These like TA6, TA4s?
Yep.
What's all this?
Those are race mirrors. Those actually came off the DTM Cup cars, and I saw them. I'm like, I need to have them. You can't really buy them on the internet. So JC from Flyben, he was the one that actually sourced them from another race team.
Yeah.
Got them brought over here.
So those are legit?
Oh yeah. They're not functional at all.
Oh, you can't see anything?
Oh no, they're really small. I'd be surprised if I even see over my shoulder.
Let's pop the hood.
Sure. So this, as the Cosworth is known as the 2.3 16 valve, this thing actually got stroked to a 2.6 16 valve by the team from Mountain.
Oh.
And we actually ran with a custom ITB setup, which I don't believe has been done before. If it has, I've never seen it.
Is that a custom, what were these,
The
runners?
Yeah, the trumpets, Yeah, so those are actually come off of an E46.
Oh, no kidding.
So we have a little bit of BMW in here, but
Whoa.
I think just from the shape standpoint, the setup that we're going with.
What ECU wiring are you using?
Ride made the wire harness for us based off the motor. We're using the Motec system as well. KW suspension, these are actually one-off, which they told me it's a stand spec. They were actually built by the competition motorsports side. They're not off the shelf setup.
Stand spec.
That's
What's a
what they
stand
told me.
spec?
I don't know.
Wait,
I told them what I needed.
you like
and said,
specify
okay,
your dampening and your spring rates and stuff?
You know, probably a little bit of all that, but I think for the most part, it's just a lot.
Okay. All right, let's look at the interior.
Sure. This is the interior part. Probably one of my most favorite parts of the car. I'm known as an interior guy. You know, my BMW was the same type of thing. I left the outside kind of plain, but all is about the interior. So in here, the Causies actually come with a Recaro back seat. As you can tell, it's got a high bolster already. And the new Recaro Classics actually mimic that bolster, so it looks really OE.
So you can buy these? These
you
are
could
brand
buy
new?
these seats, yes. These are brand new seats that you could buy. Obviously, we reupholstered everything.
Right.
Changed out to the chocolate brown leather. You know, you got the green houndstooth in here. Even the steering wheel right here is actually a 1987 Momo steering wheel. It was a brand new steering wheel, but the leather didn't match anything I had, so I had it. The guys at Momo actually tore it apart and restitched it and put it back together, so we kind of have the same matching suede and everything.
Wow.
Even the cluster was redone by Bavarian Restoration.
That same guy that did your
Yep.
M3?
Yep. So they did the nice rings with the gold, kind of match the wheels.
Yep.
The needles. It's been zeroed out as well, the miles. So this is a pretty brand new build.
What color is this?
This is chocolate brown. I think they call it Cordova. The guys RMD Upholstery, they found the proper green. I think it was a perfect match for what I wanted to bring out.
Yeah.
So it brings out the same color tones.
Okay.
You know, a lot of suede in here. The dash is leather and suede.
Sunroof.
The B-pillars. Yeah, the sunroof is all on the headliner, all suede.
What about the shift knob?
The rod itself and the shift knob were made by Chasing Jays, so titanium. And so I wanted to have that titanium flavor
Okay.
inside here.
And then all these gauges and stuff right here in the middle?
The gauges are all original gauges. I know that the original Causi guys want to make sure they check that they get the digital speedometer in there, which is key. These were actually made by Bobby over at Sadistic Ironworks, and he made the pedal set for my M3. I wanted to get another pedal set from him, and he kind of came up with this design.
What is that?
I'm gonna grab that for you.
Something super fancy?
It's something super cool, yes.
Whoa.
So the folks at Hot Wheels actually made my car.
Yep.
It is
Whoa.
available, I believe it already hit Europe and Asia. Should be available in the U.S. this week
Yep.
as part of the Boulevard collection. So I think this is one of 5. This is actually a prototype, but you're not supposed to see that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, so the big worry was this car gonna come out before my car?
Right.
So I was stressed.
So you had to
belief.
come out with something.
Out of all the things to be stressed about, that was one of the bigger ones.
Hot Wheels.
I didn't want to have the toy come out before the car. So
Yeah.
timing wise, it worked out perfectly. You'll be able to find that car, that toy at your local toy stores that carry the Hot Wheels.
Super cool. Before we end the video, I want to mention the friggin'
The
exhaust
cheese
tip.
grater.
What is all that about?
The cheese grater exhaust. So
That's
the
crazy.
Evo 2s have this kind of cheese grater looking exhaust, and I wanted to kind of keep that going. Though the Evo 1 had a downturn exhaust that you couldn't see from the back end, the
Yeah.
Evo 2s had this aggressive cheese grater pattern, and I wanted to incorporate that.
But just for looks?
Oh, I mean, it's a full. So the full exhaust is all vibrant titanium.
Yep.
So basically, from the headers back,
Yep.
it was all hand built by Alan from Smoke Dog Customs.
Oh, yep.
Did the whole setup dual pipe. Originally, it was going to go from a down pipe to a single. We went with a dual and went all the way through with the vibrant resonators, and obviously the pipes were there. Dominic from Chasing Jays was able to cut out a laser pattern on a flat sheet of titanium. Alan rolled it, put it all together. It's been welded up to the resonators, and this is what you have here. So this is all titanium. Taillights are the smoked hellas, a little more rare, and all the chrome pieces that were on here, the chrome grille from the chrome badging, has all been satined out to match the lip of the wheels. So little details that I like to put in all of my cars.